All right, let's talk about something I think pretty much everyone has done. Getting totally stuck overanalyzing a really simple everyday conversation.
Have you ever gotten stuck on rewind? I mean, you know that feeling, right? You walk away from a chat, you hang up the phone, and suddenly your brain just won't let it go. It just keeps hitting that rewind button, playing the whole thing back over and over and over again.
You start obsessing over that one awkward pause. You know the one. Or that text you've reread like a dozen times, trying to figure out what that period at the end really means. It is absolutely exhausting, but believe it or not, there's actually a name for this whole mental replay thing.
Yeah, it's called rumination. And it's basically this tendency to just chew on, to repetitively think about a negative emotional experience. You're trying to figure out the causes, the factors, the consequences, all of it. But here's the really interesting part, the twist we're going to get into. That whole tendency to overanalyze, it probably feels like a bug, right? Like a glitch in your own personal software. But what if I told you it's not a bug at all? What if it's actually a feature? Okay, let's really dive into what that means.
All right, so reason number one, it all comes down to what your brain's main job actually is. And spoiler alert, it's not just about thinking, it's about predicting. Seriously, think about it this way. Your brain is a prediction machine. Its number one top priority job is to keep you safe. And how does it do that? By constantly, and I mean constantly, trying to guess what's coming next, based on every single thing that's happened to you before.
So, when you find yourself replaying that conversation in your head, your brain isn't just spinning its wheels for no reason. Oh no. It's working overtime. It's trying to make sense of all the uncertainty, to predict any future problems, and ultimately to keep you socially safe. Every single replay, it's like a data-gathering mission for future you.
Okay, let's move on to reason two. I like to call this one high-definition hearing. See, if you're someone who overanalyzes, you don't just hear the words. That's not how it works for you. You're analyzing the music behind the words. You're hearing the tone, the little shifts in pace, the rhythm, the pauses. You are literally picking up on all the subtle subtext that most people just completely miss.
And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. Someone texts you, sounds good. Simple, right? Nope, not for your brain. Your brain immediately kicks into overdrive. Was that sarcastic? Why did they use a period? That feels final. The tone felt off. They replied way too fast. That right there, that's the super complex social analysis happening underneath just two simple words.
And you know what? All of that high-definition hearing, it leads us right into our third reason. It's this powerful protective instinct I call guarded empathy. So what is guarded empathy? Well, it's a special kind of high empathy. It's that part of you that can really feel what other people are feeling. You get them. But it's also constantly on the lookout. It's scanning the horizon for any potential social threats. Rejection, misunderstandings, conflict, all of it. And it's doing this for one reason, to protect you from getting hurt. Here's a great way to think about it. It's like you have this little threat detective living inside your head, a really good one. And its job isn't to make you anxious for no reason. Its job is to use your amazing empathy skills to pick up on all those tiny, subtle cues and keep you safe from emotional pain. So that rumination, that's just your detective reviewing the case files. So let's pull all of this together. We've got the predictive brain, we've got the high-definition hearing, and we've got this guarded empathy. When you look at all those pieces at once, a totally different picture starts to emerge, doesn't it? So let me ask you this. What if all that overanalyzing, all that replaying, isn't a sign that there's something wrong with you? What if it's not a flaw? What if it's actually a feature? A built-in feature of a brain that's just naturally wired for really deep connection, incredibly high awareness, and some serious self-protection.
So here's the bottom line, the big takeaway. Overthinking isn't a bug. It's the sign of a highly, highly empathetic brain doing its absolute best to protect you in what can be a really complicated social world. And honestly, that changes everything. It means the goal isn't to fight your brain or try to silence it. No, the goal is to learn how to understand its language. So when your brain starts replaying that conversation, instead of getting frustrated, you can actually learn to pause and ask it, hey, what are you trying to protect me from right now?
So the next time you feel yourself getting stuck on that rewind loop, try not to judge yourself for it. Instead, just get curious. Ask a different kind of question. What is my brain trying to tell me? Seriously, give it a try. The answer might really surprise you.